Today I'm going to tell you if these Bowflex 552 adjustable dumbbells are worth it or if they're a hunk of junk. Maria here from Goalietrainingprotv. I'm going to tell you what surprised me about them, what I like about them, what I do not like about them, and of course, how much they cost. So you can decide for yourself if this is a great tool to add to your home training setup. What surprised me is how they go up to 55.25 pounds. That's a lot. That's pretty, each one. That's pretty heavy. Most like home dumbbell kits you get sort of go up to 25, maybe 30 pounds. So 55, over 55 pounds, that's pretty good. I was wrong. They go up to only 52.5 pounds. That's, how am I supposed to do biceps curls with that? Come on. And if that's the case, why do you call it the 552? Shouldn't you call it the 525? I also love how you can get 2.5 pound increments in every weight from 5 pounds up to 30 pounds. And beyond that, just like normal dumbbells, it's 5 pound increments. I love the space saving of them. They're not tiny by any means, but you can see that I'm not in the goalie training lab. I bought these for the place that Paul and I have in Quebec, but we also use it as an income property. So we rent it out. So I had to be able to put these in the closet and lock them away when we're renting out our place to someone else. Because I don't want them getting all jacked and then I'll be like, oh my God, you're so jacked. And then I need to do more curls. Have you ever used these specific dumbbells? So not other adjustable dumbbells, but have you ever used these Bowflex dumbbells? Share your experiences. Tell us what you liked about them. I've only had these a couple of weeks. So far they've been dynamite, but you tell me what your experiences have been. Some of you have probably had them a year or more. Let me know how they hold up. Just drop a comment below. I'm going to tell you another thing I really like about them. Then I'm going to talk about what I don't like so much about them. And then of course we'll get to the price. I really love how fast and easy they are to adjust. You just turn the dial and there's a dial on each end. So you just turn the dial on each end so that it says the same number. It's pretty simple. And then you are good to go. So if I want, right now it's a 30 pound dumbbell. If I want a 10 pound dumbbell, bada boom, bada bing. And I'm off to the races. So I really like how fast and easy that is. Some of the other adjustable dumbbells, you know, you need to monkey around with the pin a little bit, and don't even get me started on those ones with the threaded thing and you gotta spin on and off for about 7 minutes. I like how it has a nice balanced load. Sometimes when I use my power blocks in the goalie training lab at home, I use power blocks. And to get those half pound increments, you have to put an extra little bar of chrome in the handle. And so sometimes it's not a big deal, but it does make the dumbbell a little offset. So, you know, again, not a big deal, but it can be a little bit like, oh, that's a bit annoying. Now we're going to talk about what I don't love. I kind of don't love how long they are. So, you know, even if I'm just, so this is just 10 pounds, but obviously I have to have the whole length of the dumbbell in my hand. Now it really hasn't stopped me from doing anything. Even when, you know, if I'm doing dumbbell split squats, I did those this morning in my workout. I was using the 30 pound dumbbells. Let me just get them set up and I'll show you what that looks like. So in order to do the 30 pound dumbbells, again, like it's a little bit cumbersome. Normally I think I would probably have these both at my sides. What I do is just turn this one a little bit of an angle and then it's actually totally fine. You'll also notice that they're plasticky. That doesn't mean they're cheap. That doesn't mean they're not gonna last. It's just different for me. Again, I've only had these a couple weeks. I really like them so far, no issues so far. But in the goalie training lab at home, I'm used to those power blocks. I'm used to something that it's just metal and it's very, you know, mechanical. Yeah, you just slide a pin. It's a little bit no fail. So I do just question, I hope these are durable and last a long time. Okay, so now let's talk about how much of your allowance you're gonna have to dish out to get these. They sell these individually, and individually, each one is 250 Canadian dollars. I got mine at Canadian Tire, which is really nice too, because you can just wheel into Canadian Tire and wheel out with some nice adjustable dumbbells. I did a little research on the interwebs, and if you got like a 5 to 50 pound little dumbbell kit, not top of the line or anything, like for a home gym, it would be about $1,100, and that doesn't include the 2.5 pound increment dumbbells. It would just be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 pound, up to 50 pound, 50 pound dumbbells, but not 2.5 pound increments. The Power Block Pros go from 5 to 50 pounds with 2.5 pound increments. Now, again, you have to pull out the handle, move a lever, put in a little chrome extra weight block, close it up. It's not, again, not a big deal, but it is a little extra step. And those sell for about $549 a pair. So these are $250 each, so $500 for the pair. So I'm just trying to give you a sense of what else is out there. I have the Power Blocks at home. I use them in the gym for over 15 years. I love them. But sometimes having your hand inside that little block, it feels a little bit funny. And for some lifts, it can kind of push on your knuckles, and first world problems. It wouldn't stop me from buying them again, but it's just something to be aware of. It's also a little bit tough to get them in like a goblet position, so when sometimes we want to use a goblet position on a dumbbell with the Power Blocks, that's a little bit awkward. Again, where there's a will, there's a way. We can work around it. But these lend themselves nicely to that position. So there are my thoughts on these Bowflex adjustable dumbbells. In an ideal world, I'd have a goalie training lab everywhere I go, and I'd have a nice full rack of dumbbells and space to host it. But for the footprint, the adjustability, the versatility of these, I think it makes it a no-brainer for any home gym. Now be warned, if you typically train with a partner or as a part of a group, these might not be the right tool for you, because what happens then is like, well, what if I'm using the dumbbells, so even though it goes from 5 to 52.5 or something pounds, only one person can be using it at a time. So it isn't like a dumbbell rack where it's like, well, you're using the 25s, I can use the 15s. It's just a one-shot deal. And same goes for Power Blocks or any other adjustable dumbbell. In the gym, we always had dumbbell rack, and then we had an extra pair of these that kind of went up into, or we had a couple pair actually, but that went up into the higher ranges, so that, the people that needed the really heavy loads, they could use the Power Blocks. Everyone else could use sort of the 5 to 30, 40 pound dumbbells off the rack. Finally, if the cost is a little bit much for you, you're thinking, holy smokes, $500. You could consider just getting one dumbbell. We do a lot of unilateral work or contralateral work anyway. If you're wanting to do squats or split squats, things like that, you could always do a goblet position. So it's something that you could consider. You could cut the price in half, or at least the upfront price in half, and then maybe, add another one down the road, or ask pretty please for your birthday or Christmas or whatever. If you want to see my 3 must-have pieces of equipment for your home gym, then check this out. If you think the dumbbells look very nice, but you actually have no idea what you should be doing with said dumbbells, and you just want a step-by-step workout plan that I've designed for you, you want me at your side step-by-step along the way to help you answer any questions you have, then click on the link in the description, look for something that says, here's how we can work together. That link will tell you a bit about the different training options I have. I have a group option and a private option, and there's also access to the application. And now is the time I beg and plead with you to please hit the like button. If you're new here, hit subscribe. If you're already subscribed, hit the bell. That's how you find out about new videos as soon as they're available. I'm gonna go do some bicep curls, and then I'll catch you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. 400, 401, 402, 403. Starting to feel the burn.